Hi, friends. A very good evening to all of you, and welcome all of you in CAT 2023 crash course, the next session, that is DILR Crasher. Now, I want all the students to quickly join in, settle down so that we can begin this session smoothly and very quickly without any delay. So, friends, all of you are anxious. It's already Monday, and we are just 5 to 6 days away from CAT examination. All of you must be having nerves, and you might be a little nervous today. Okay, and I'm sure, I can say that the next 1 week will be very tough for all of you, but you can make all these things go very lightly. Now, a lot of students have been asking me, sir, in these last 5 or 6 days or in the last 10 days, we are a little nervous, and because of which the accuracy is going down while we are attempting the mock papers. Now, I would recommend all the students not to put any extra burden on your mind. Don't do anything foolish, okay, that will reduce your CAT score. So, what you need to do in these last few days is just revise and keep things very light. Okay, do not look at any additional questions. Just uh, keep attending the sessions on YouTube, which are giving you some solutions, which are giving you proper solutions for the questions that are being discussed. Okay, don't attempt any new questions by yourself for which you don't have proper solution. All right. So, my dear friends, a very warm welcome to all of you on the YouTube channel as well as the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. We are just 6 days away from CAT, and today we'll be having a look at DILR Crasher, in which we are going to have an open analysis, like a complete analysis of the open mock 4 DILR section. Now, I have selected two sets from the entire section of DILR. One easy, like one easy to medium level set, and one set was very difficult. Now, I'll be solving both the sets in front of you in the live format. Okay, so I'm hoping that all of you must have seen all the questions of mock 4 for which we are taking the analysis today. In case you haven't, please quickly open mock number 4, mock number 4, which was, I believe, mock 22. Okay, so mock 22 or open mock 4, मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ. So it was BYJU'S mock 22 or open mock number 4. So those are the students who are enrolled students at BYJU'S Exam Prep. For them, it is mock 2022. If you are not an enrolled student, it is open mock number 4, and we are going to have an analysis of DILR section of that particular mock. All right. So I hope all of you will be ready with your rough sheets. Okay. Now, before we'll solve the questions, let me quickly tell you this will be the agenda of today's lecture. So, CAT mock percentile, we are going to have a look at that. CAT score versus percentile, a brief overlook. Then CAT 2022 versus mock CAT 2022, for which we are going to do an analysis. Okay, so after that we'll be having a look at the questions which appeared in DILR mock number 22. Now, this is where the mock percentiles stand vis-a-vis your CAT percentile. So, if in mock you are consistently scoring 50 percentile, then there are equal chances of you to score 70 percentile in your actual CAT paper. All right. Sonali says, little nervous, just some days left now. Yes, Sonali, absolutely. Creative Kira says, how many questions can we expect from the series 100 most expected questions? Now, Creative Kira, if you are asking how many exact questions you can expect from the questions that we are covering up on YT channel, then my answer is zero. You will not get any question which will be like any exact question from the series that we are running. Okay, fine. Now, if you are asking how many questions we can expect on the similar concepts that we have covered in these sessions. So the answer for that question is it can be any number. So majority of the questions I would say that will be on the similar concepts here and there. from all the questions that we have covered in these sessions. Okay, now we have covered more than like probably up till now we must have covered more than like 300 400 questions of quant, LRDI as well as verbal RC. So yes, you can expect good number of questions based on the similar logics that we have taught you in these sessions. Okay, now continuing myself, CAT mock percentile. So in case mock, in mock you are scoring 50 percentile consistently, then you have an equal chance of scoring 70 percentile in your actual CAT. Okay, now we are telling you because like based on our experience that we have seen happening in the previous year in the previous years. Okay, also it's very simple. Like in mock, you are competing against handful number of students. Okay, now all these students are taking CAT examination seriously. Okay, so if you have outscored 50% of the students in mock papers, then number of students who will score above you in actual CAT will be less as compared to the fraction of students who will be scoring below you. All right. CAT examination हर कोई student देता है if a person is serious or not serious, if a person has done preparation for CAT or have not done the preparation of CAT, everybody writes CAT examination, right? But if I talk about mock, a mock will be taken by a student which is actually serious, who is actually preparing for CAT examination, right? So that is the reason why in mock, whatever percentile you are scoring, in actual CAT, that percentile will definitely increase. Okay. So this is the complete mapping. So those students who are scoring above 90 percentile, they have an equal chance of scoring somewhere around 90 to 90, 95 to 96 percentile in your actual CAT. Similarly, 95 percentile in mock will fetch you easily 97, 98 percentile. And if you are 99 percentiler in mocks, then you can easily cross the barrier of 99.5 percentile in your actual CAT examination in case the things will go as per plan. All right, fine. So these are something that may happen in actual CAT examination. Now, question is asking, sir, at this time period, on which topic we should focus on DILR. So, Kush, do not look at any topic. Just keep solving some questions. Okay, the questions which are coming in your way, just keep solving all of them. Rajeshwari, sir, what are the items we have to take in the examination center? Rajeshwari, you don't have to take anything except your admit card. Carefully paste a passport size photograph as per the directions which are given on the admit card, and just go there. You don't have to carry a pen, you don't have to carry eraser, you don't have to carry anything else. Okay, if you wear spectacles, then please carry spectacles, and you must not carry the case as well of your spectacles. Fine. So carry as much minimal amount of things as possible. सर मैराथन नहीं होगा इस बार 8 hours वाला 2 days का. Shweta, we have already planned a marathon session on 22nd of November. Okay, all right. No rush me, no rough sheets you will have to take. The rough sheets will be provided to you. The rough sheets will be given to you inside the examination hall. All right. Okay. Now, friends, the next thing, CAT score versus percentile. If I talk about CAT 2022, okay. So CAT 2022 total marks was 198. Let us compare. Let us look at only CAT 2022, leaving behind all the other CATs. So CAT 2022, the total marks was 198. So does mock 2022. Okay. In CAT 2022, a student who has scored 110 marks has scored 99.9 percentile. Similar was the case in mock 2022 at a score of 113. So I can compare both CAT 2022 with mock 2022, right? For a percentile of 99.5, in CAT 2022 it was obtained at 93, and in mock 2022 it was obtained at 100 marks. 99 percentile was obtained at 82.5 in CAT 2022, and in mock 2022 the same feat was achieved at a score of 92. All right, so I can say that if I compare both of them, CAT 2022 was slightly easier as compared to mock 2022 was slightly easier as compared to CAT 2022. Okay, so this is my verdict on the level of difficulty of mock 2022. Okay, now CAT 2022 versus mock 2022 DILR section. So these were the type of questions that we have seen in the three slots of the last year CAT paper vis-a-vis mock 2022. Okay, so CAT slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, last year 3 slots, and this was mock 2022. So last year in slot 1, there were 5 questions on conventional games and tournaments, 5 on arithmetic caselet, 5 on roots and networks, and 5 on numerical arrangement in grid. Similarly, in slot 2, it was scattered plot, algebra caselets. So arithmetic caselet, algebra caselet, algebra caselet. So quantitative caselets were there in all the three sets, right? Roots and networks were there, roots and networks in the first two slots. Conventional games and tournaments was there in the first slot. Unconventional games and number arrangements was there in the third slot. All right. Number arrangement grid, Venn diagram, bar graph, matrix and grid, and scattered plot. These are the other topics. Now in mock 2022, we have seen one set on order and ranking, one set on reasoning based data interpretation, one set on mathematical based reasoning, and one on scheduling and matrix. So I can say that mock 2022 was a mixture of the last year's three slots of CAT examination, right? Okay. Rajesh bhai, sir, Aadhaar card and photo identification proof is same as or different. Now, Rajeshwari, any identification proof which is having your photograph is called photo identification proof. Okay, so Aadhaar card will do. Now, what you can do is, yes, so Madhurima, carrying an ID is obviously must. It will be there on your admit card. So, guys, instead of asking all these questions, why don't you read all the instructions that are given on your admit card? I'm really sorry to say that right now we are not covering what to carry, what not to carry. We will conduct a session tomorrow or day after on that. Do not worry at all. Gautam Bava sir will be telling you each and everything in one of the sessions that he'll be taking. So don't worry about that. You still have 6 days left for CAT, and we will be covering each and everything on what do you have to carry on the D day. So please do not worry at all. All right. It is always better, Lakshmi. I'm clearly mentioning that it is always better to carry your Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card or passport are the best two photo identification proofs that you can carry. All right. Okay, now we shall continue this session. CAT DILR score versus percentile. So in actual CAT, last year, a person who has solved one complete set with 100% accuracy got 15 marks and was able to cross the barrier of 90 percentile, right? At 19, at a score of 19, effectively 6 to 7 correct, you can easily cross 95 percentile if I'll look at CAT 2022. So that means in the last year, if you have attempted two complete sets with with an accuracy of 80-85%, right? Attempting two sets in 40 minutes with an accuracy of 85-90% is not a big feat to achieve. It can be easily done, right? So in that case, you have done that, then your percentile in DILR is certainly above 95 percentile. Okay, so like put your brain behind this and then attempt logically in CAT 2023. Can I give CAT mock 4 days before the D-Day? CAT mock 4. Juhi, now you cannot take mock 4. I think the window is closed. But yes, tomorrow we'll be starting with our last mock, and you must finish the last mock in the next 2 days. Okay, do not write any mock in the last 2 or 3 days before CAT. Okay. Now, friends, let's solve some questions which appeared in mock 2022, or we call it open mock number 4, for which we are here. Okay. Now, I'll be displaying all the information that will be related to any particular set one by one. So, obviously, the information cannot fit on a single page. So I'll be displaying the information one by one for appropriate amount of time. I want all of you to make notes of that information, and then I will stop at the most important page of that information, the table or the graph or whatever the instructions. Okay. Now, for every set, like for the first set, I'll be giving you 4 minutes, right? After which we will be starting with the discussion. Okay. Now, these are the actual sets which appeared in open mock number 4 or mock 2022. All right. So let's begin this. The first set, the information will be there on 2 pages. This is the basic information, and on the second page, there will be 2 tables that will be displayed. After which, I'll be giving you 4 minutes to decode that set, and then we will be solving the questions. All right. Now read the given passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. 5 friends, Gaurav, Kalyani, Naveen, Saral, and Vijay, ran 2 races. Each ran a 100-meter as well as 200-meter race. No two of them finished a race at the same time. Their sixth friend Tarun, who was not present while the races happened, asked them about the outcomes of each race. Everyone asked Tarun to guess the finisher's position in ascending order. Tarun was allowed to make only 5 guesses. After each guess, he was told the number of positions of the finisher he predicted correctly. Okay. I hope all of you must have, like a lot of students are enrolled students of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So you all must have seen this. So yes, Aditya, I am absolutely in your favor. Like whatever you are saying, I totally agree with that. This was the easiest set of the 4 in the mock. So like I told you that I'll take one of the easier sets and one of the difficult sets. Okay. So we'll be taking on 2 different sets in today's session, one easy and one difficult. So I just want to show you that yes, scoring 15 marks in this mock was very easy. So this set was doable and could be finished in, I would say. So all of you tell me in how many minutes you could finish this set. Those who have attempted this, those who have seen this question. Tell me in how many minutes you can finish this set of 5 questions. All right. Now this is these are the 2 tables that are given. Now, for a 100-meter race, the first table for a 100-meter race, the guesses made by Tarun and the number of correct predictions about the position he made are given below. Similar thing is for the second race of 200 meters. So Tarun says 10 minutes, Vrinda says 10 minutes. So I totally agree that it can be finished in less than 10 minutes. Okay. Nikhil, there are 5 questions. So I would say that 2 minutes to understand that set, 5 minutes to decode, and then 3 minutes to answer all the questions. So maximum 10 minutes. All right. And it can be easily completed. So this is the information in front of you. I'll give you 3 to 4 minutes, after which I'll start discussion on this set. Shubham says 12 minutes, all 5 questions and all correct. Wonderful, Shubham. That's nice. Badri, you have taken 15 minutes, but I hope in 15 minutes you must have done all the 5 questions. You must have attempted all the 5 questions correctly. Shweta, 6 to 7 minutes. It's too conservative. It's too ambitious. Chaliye. Now let's have a look at the first table. Shall we? Chaliye. Another 1 minute. I'll wait and then I'll start this one. You can tell me whenever you want me to start discussion on this one. So whenever you want to start, please tell me. Okay, let's start this one. ज़्यादा difficult नहीं है, so let's not waste a lot of time on this, and we'll be investing more amount of time on the second set. Now, in the first table, Tarun has given 5 predictions, and the number of correct predictions out of like in every case is given. Now we will start from this the bottommost 2 predictions. Okay. Now in this case, whatever predictions Tarun has done, none of them is correct. So that means Gaurav did not finish first, Naveen did not finish second, Saral did not finish third, Vijay did not finish fourth, and Kalyani did not finish 5. Okay, all these predictions are wrong, right? In the last row, again, none of the predictions is correct. Number of correct predictions is 0. So again, Naveen is not first, Saral is not second, Kalyani is not third, Vijay is not fourth, and Gaurav is not fifth. We certainly know that. So at position number 1, Gaurav and Naveen cannot finish in this phase. So Gaurav cannot finish first, so I will put a cross here. Naveen cannot finish first, so I'm clear that in the first race, Gaurav and Naveen did not finish at the first place. Let's talk about second place. Second place, Naveen and Saral did not finish second. So Saral did not finish second, so I'll put a cross here as well. For the third position, Saral and Kalyani cannot be there. So Saral cannot be there at third position. For the fourth position, Vijay cannot be there. For the fifth position, Kalyani and Gaurav cannot be there. So Gaurav again cannot be there. Right? I have put a cross in front of the name of those people who cannot finish at that place. Done. Now I'm left with the first prediction, second prediction, and the third prediction. Now look at the first prediction, the first row. Out of these, 3 are correct. Okay, out of these 3 are correct. I have already put a cross against 2 of them. So I can say that the remaining 3 predictions should be correct. The remaining 3 positions should be correct. Okay, so in this case, 3 of the predictions are correct and 2 are wrong. So third and fourth position, these are 2 wrong. I have already marked. So that means the other 3 should be correct. So Kalyani should finish at first. यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं Kalyani should finish at first. Gaurav should finish at second. And Naveen should finish at fifth. Right? This is certain. So in the first race, if Kalyani has finished first, so Vijay cannot finish first. Second, Gaurav has finished, so Kalyani cannot finish. This will be a cross as well. At the fifth position, Naveen has finished. So Naveen will finish at fifth position. Alright? ठीक है? Am I clear? Now, since Kalyani finished at first position, Kalyani cannot be there at fourth position. Okay? So I will put a cross here as well. Right? Now, since Naveen has finished on fifth position, Naveen cannot finish on third position. Clear? Okay. Now look at the second row. In the second row, 2 of the predictions should be correct. One at the fifth place is correct. Only one at the third place is left. So this has to be correct. So Vijay has to finish at third position, right? And the remaining person, Saral, has to finish at fourth position, right? So the first race of 100 meters is over. Kalyani, Gaurav, Vijay, Saral, and Naveen, these are the 5 positions respectively. All right, fine. Now, exactly the same thing will be done for the second race. Exactly the same thing. Let's do it. So none of the predictions in the first row are correct because of this 0. So cancel Kalyani, cancel Gaurav, Saral, Saral for the third place, Vijay for the fourth place will be cancelled, Naveen for the fifth place will be cancelled. So I'm just copying them for the other columns. Done? Clear? Similarly for the third prediction, third row, none of them is correct. Fine. So Vijay cannot finish first, Kalyani cannot finish second, so cross Kalyani everywhere. Naveen cannot finish third, I have crossed Naveen. Saral cannot finish fourth, and Gaurav cannot finish fifth. So Gaurav cannot finish fifth at any of these places. Similarly, for the last row, none of the predictions is correct. So Naveen cannot finish first. All right. Saral cannot finish second. Kalyani cannot finish third. Vijay and Gaurav cannot finish at fourth and fifth places. Clear? बहुत easy है. Now look at the second row where 3 predictions are correct. Only 3 are remaining. So that means Saral will finish first, Vijay will finish third, and Gaurav will finish fourth. So Saral first, Vijay third, and Gaurav fourth. Right? Okay. Now since Saral has finished first, Gaurav cannot finish first. Now at second place, now look at the fourth row. I am left with only 2 predictions which will be correct. So Naveen will be at second and Kalyani will be at fifth. So no problem at all. Naveen and Kalyani. Okay, clear? So now you have all the positions for the first race as well as the second race. Done? Now you can solve all the 5 questions very easily. So let's look at each of these questions. Who finished in the same position in both races? Same position in both races. It's not Kalyani, it's not Gaurav, it's Vijay. Vijay finished at third position in both the races. Okay, so the correct answer will be option C, that is Vijay. Right? Who among the following finished last in at least one of the races? Finished last in at least one of the races. So in the first race, Naveen finished last. In the second race, Kalyani finished last. So Naveen or Kalyani will be the answer. So Kalyani, option A is correct. If Saral did not finish first in a race, I don't know which race they are talking about. If Saral did not finish first in a race, let's check. In the second race, Saral finished first. So that means they are talking about the first race. Okay. So if Saral did not finish first in the race, then who finished last in the same race? So in the first race, Naveen finished last. So the correct answer will be option D. Now I'm sure that you can answer both the remaining questions. Okay. Very easily, I believe. Okay. So we can let this set go away. Okay, so all 5 questions could be answered very easily, right? All right. Now let's move on towards the second set. The second set was it was actually difficult. Reading the data as well as interpretation of the data, making the final table, making all the possibilities, it was actually difficult. Okay, so let's quickly begin with set 2 of the day. Now, all of you can give your verdict on this set. So, those who were there in the mock paper can tell me how do you think that this one was the level of difficulty. No, Shubham, basically you will have to draw a table. So there is no need to draw the complete table. Fine. So what you could do is from the 0 0 wala part, you could have easily written who cannot be the person finishing at that particular place. So there was no need to make the entire table for that question. Right, Shubham? Okay, so Tushar, difficult. Shweta, मैंने नहीं किया ये set, but Shweta, you must have done the analysis after the paper was over. Tough, medium, difficult, could not understand the data entirely. Moderate, moderate. Took 5 minutes and then left. I solved 2 or 3 questions, solved another set. All right. All of you are saying difficult. So most of you are saying difficult. Some of you are saying moderate. I would put this question in the category of level of difficulty. I can say 8 on 10. Okay, 8 on 10. Now, if you will ask me about the ideal time to finish this set, so first of all, to collate the data, to write the data from the graph and interpreting the information that is given, you will take 3 minutes, right? Because there was a graph that was given, and this graph was actually difficult to interpret. Okay, so there was one graph that was given, a line graph was given. Okay, so fetching the information, reading the entire data will take 3 to 4 minutes. After that, it will take 10 minutes to make the final table. I would say 8 to 10 minutes. And then another 3 minutes or 4 minutes to complete all the 5 questions. So, minimum 15 minutes and maximum 18-19 minutes can be spent on this set, and all the 5 questions can be tackled, right? So all of you have seen. So let's directly start solving this set, because we are going to take, because I'll be explaining this set entirely. So we'll be taking somewhere around 20-25 minutes to solve this set. So first of all, let's read the data. All of you focus and understand in what manner the data should be handled and in what manner the table should be formed. Okay. The fitness index of an athlete is calculated based on 3 parameters SFA. The score of an athlete is measured on a scale of 1 to 8 for every parameter. An athlete is then categorized based on the final score, also called fitness index, which is obtained by adding the score of all the 3 parameters. Right? Now, look at the table. So, if the final score is between 1 and 5, or somewhere from 1 and 5, the category will be unfit. 6 to 10 neutral, 11 to 15 fit, 16 to 20 very fit, and 21 to 24 exceptionally fit. There are 10 athletes whose name are given. The final scores of all the athletes are in the range of 7 to 19. First important thing. The final scores are from 7 to 19. So minimum 7, maximum 19. Done? The following line chart shows the number of instances of each score that has been received by all the athletes for the parameters S, F, and A. So now let's write for F. Sorry, S. So S के लिए I have green line and blue dot. So I'll be marking. So the score of 1, the frequency is 3. So score of 1 was there 3 times. Okay. Next, it is coming down and stopping here, right? So you don't have a marker, but after this, green line and blue dot, okay? So you can see, wait, let me mark it with different colors. So you can watch, you can trace the line here, right? So it must have gone downwards, okay? So let me erase this part and put it again with a different color. रेड कलर से लिखते हैं. सो यहां से स्टार्ट हुआ, इधर गया, ठीक है. देन यू कैन ट्रेस इट हेयर. सो यहां से नीचे आया होगा, राइट. सो 3 scores of 1 each, then 2 scores of 2, then 0 score 3, then 2 scores of 4 each, so 4, 4 for this, then it came down 0, 0, then it came up, so score of 7 is twice, so 7, 7, and then 8. Okay, so these are the 10 scores, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so this is how we have obtained how many times the score, each of these scores was there in the first parameter S. So in S, the scores were 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 7, 7, 8, not respectively. Similarly, F, the parameter F. Now let's check it for F. So F is blue line with orange dot. Okay, so let's mark it. Blue line with orange dot. So it's here, it's here, here, here. So it started from here. So 2, 2, 4, 5. Score of 4 once, score of 5 once, score of 6 3 times, score of 7 once, and score of 8 twice. Last parameter A. So parameter A is with yellow line. Okay, parameter A is with yellow line and gray dot or white dot, as you can see. So yellow line yahan pe. So I'm tracing the yellow line completely. So it is easy to trace yellow line. Okay, so let's quickly write the scores. So score of 1, 0 times, score of 2 twice, score of 3 once, score of 4 3 times, score of 5 twice, score of 6 none, score of 7 and 8 each one time. Okay, so these are the scores in parameter S, F, and A. Right? Now after that, there were some instructions that were given. No one received a final score of 8, 9, 10, 12, 18. All the other possible final scores were received by the athletes and so on. So there are 5 conditions which are given. Okay. Now I will leave you here with these 5 conditions. Okay. I'll give you 2 or 3 minutes to read and understand these conditions. Okay. And then we will start working on the data. Okay, we will start working on the data. So read all these conditions. All right. So let's start solving this tough set. I hope all of you must have read all the instructions. Okay. Now I have made an empty table. So parameters S, F, and A. And here I'll be writing total score and then the scores in S, F, and A respectively. Okay. Now let us find out what can be the range of total scores. So total scores can be in the range from 7 up till 19. I'll be moving across slides. Okay, so starting from 7 up till 19 can be the scores. These are the final scores. Okay, no one received a final score of 8, 9, 10, 12, 18. So that means 7 was received, 8, 9 and 10 was not received, 11 was received, 12 was not received, then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 were received, 18 was not received, and maximum 19 was received. Okay, so the scores were received among these numbers: 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19. Still, these are 8 scores. So I need 2 more scores. That means there will be some repetition of each some of these scores. Okay, all the other possible final scores were received by the athlete. So all these possible final scores were received. It is clearly mentioned. Okay, so that means some of these numbers will be repeated. These are 8 scores which are received. It might be possible that 7 is repeated, 11 is repeated, 13 is repeated. I don't know. Okay, no athlete has the same score for any 2 parameters. So total score, then the scores in 3 parameters. So the scores in 3 parameters, all 3 of them should be different for every athlete. Done? Wonderful. Okay. So Ankit is asking, sir, 7 to 19. Yes, Ankit. So between likha hota, then 7 and 19 were not included. So they are saying that in the range of 7 to 19. So that means 7 and 19 will also be included. Okay. All right. The final score of 2 athletes is a multiple of 4. Now, multiple of 4 out of these numbers is only 16. So that means there were 2 athletes whose score was 16. 2 athletes have the minimum possible final score. Minimum possible final score can be 7. So there were 2 athletes who have a score of 7. So now I have 10 different or 10 values for these scores: 7, 7, 11, 13, 14. I'll write them. 7, wait, let me change the color. 7, 7, 11, 13, 14. Okay. 15, 16, 16, 17, 19. 15, 16, 16, 17, and 19. So these are 10 scores that will be obtained. All right. Now I'll also copy that particular part. Okay, S, F, and A. What were the values? Okay. So for the score of S, these are the possible. Wait, I'll write it in one corner so that it will not interfere. So S, I have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 7, 7, 8. Then for F, I have 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. And finally for A, I have 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8. Okay. From where I have written this? I have written this from here. Okay. Wait. From here. So this is what I have copied. So now the role of graph is over. So I'll not be coming back to the graph. All right. Chali. Now this, like whatever I've done up till now, this can be done in 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Now let's start the difficult part. Statement number 2 is read completely. The final score of 2 athletes is a multiple of 4 and 2 athletes have minimum possible score. So statement number 1 and statement number 2 have been read. Out of the 4 athletes categorized as very fit. So very fit category is for 16 to 20. So scores of 16 to 20. So these 4 scores are very fit. Okay, these four scores are very fit. These four scores according to that was neutral. Okay, let me check. No, neutral was 6 to 10 and then this was fit. So let's write it. So neutral was 6 to 10. So that means ऊपर के दो scores, this was neutral and this was fit. Okay, right? So now they are talking about out of four athletes categorized as very fit, everyone receives the second highest possible score in any one of the parameters. So all four of them receives second highest possible score. Scores can be starting from 1 up till 8. Okay. So all four of them have received second highest. That means a score of 7. So a score of 7 is definitely there for all four of them. All right. Clear? Moving ahead. Only one athlete out of these four also receives the highest score possible, that means 8 in one parameter, and gets the highest possible final score. So they are saying that the athlete who has scored highest possible score, that means 19, has got highest possible score in one of the parameters, right? So that means जिसका 19 आया है उसको 8 भी मिला है, right? So this person has also scored 8. So 7 and 8, 15. So the next score will be 4 for this particular athlete, right? Am I clear? So 7, 8, 4 यहाँ पे fix हो गया. Now respectively or in which parameter, still I don't know. So it's not 7, 8, 4 respectively. No, it is not. Okay. So we'll be checking it later on. Let's move ahead. Among these four, they still are talking about these four athletes. So among these four, no two athletes have equal scores with respect to each other for all the three parameters. So same scores are not there with respect to each other. Okay, fine. Now, is there any other statement that is talking about these four? Statement number 4 is for neutral athletes. For the athletes with highest and second highest fitness index. Oh, so look at statement number 5. For the athletes with highest and second highest fitness index, the scores in strength is greater than flexibility, is greater than agility. All right, so strength, flexibility, and agility are in decreasing order for the highest and second highest scores. So for these two scores, strength, fitness, and agility are in decreasing order. So now I can put 8 here. Wait. So now I can put 8, 7, and 4. They are in decreasing order. Okay. And from the above list, S8 is used, F7 is used, and agility 4 is used. So strength, flexibility, and agility 8, 7, and 4 are used. I will strike out from those places. All right. ठीक है. Now let's talk about how can I possibly make these scores. Okay. 16, 17, these two scores. Now one of them is 7. So if I want to make 16, I need another 9. So it can be 1, 8. So 7, 1, 8 is a possibility. 7, 2, 7 is a possibility, but in that case, two of the scores are equal, not possible. 7, 3, 6 is another possibility. 7, 4, 5 is another possibility, right? That's it. Only these possibilities are there. Okay. Am I clear? Now, they have mentioned that this line, only one out of these four athletes received the highest possible score in one parameter. So, none of the remaining will receive a score of 8. So, 718 can be rejected. So, for 16, I have only two possibilities, 736 and 745. Right? Okay. Also, they have mentioned that for these four athletes, look at that. Among these four athletes, no two athletes have equal scores with respect to each other in all the three parameters. So these scores for 16, they should be different. So one of them will get 736, one of them will get 745. So 736 and 745 will come at different places. So one of them will be 736, one of them will be 745, respectively, not given. Now let's see how can I make a score of 17. 7 is already there, I need another 10. So it cannot be 3 plus 7, no. Can it be 2 plus 8? Yes, 7 to 8 to ho sakta hai, but 8 cannot be there in these four. Only one of them can score maximum. So 7 to 8 possible nahi ho sakta. 737 possible nahi ho sakta. 746 is possible. Then 755 is not possible. So only one possibility is there, 746, and they will come in decreasing order. Okay, so 7 will come here, 6 will come here, and 4 will come here. Okay, so 7, 6, and 4. Right? I will mark them in that above list. 7 from strength is gone, 6 from flexibility, and 4 from agility is gone. Right? So 764 and 874, these are fixed, these are finalized. Okay, now for the remaining 736 and 745 are left. Now 7 cannot be in flexibility because I don't have 7 in flexibility left. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, now nice. So first of the scores, 736. 6 is available only for flexibility. So I'll put 6 here and will cancel one of the 6's. 3 is available only for agility. So 3 will be kept here and 7 will be kept at strength. Okay, so 7 gone, 6 gone, and 3 gone. Okay, right? So let's finalize these scores. 7, 6, 3. Okay, now next is 745. Let's check it out which one is left. So 745. Now 7 is not left for strength, flexibility, only for agility 7 is left. I'll put it here. 4 and 5, let's check it out. 5 is not there in strength, so 5 is there in flexibility. So 4 will go to strength. So it is as per availability, I am putting these values. Clear? Okay. So 4, 5 and 7. These numbers are also gone. So 4, 5 and 7. These numbers are also gone from strength, flexibility and agility. Clear? अभी तक बिल्कुल सही चल रहा है. Top 4 scores, respectively strength, flexibility and agility, are filled. Okay. Now I'll remove this rough work that I have done. Now let's go to the next statement for neutral. Okay. So statement number 4. So statement number 3 is done. Statement number 5 is also done. I'm left with only statement number 4 and a lot of data needs to be filled. Let's see if we can do that or not. The athletes in neutral category cannot have the same score in flexibility. So in flexibility, they cannot have same score. Okay, let's check it out. Now a score of 7 can be made by 1, 2, 4. This is the only possible way a score of 7 can be made. Okay. Also, they cannot have same score in flexibility, right? So same score in flexibility nahi hona chahiye. So flexibility, they should be having different scores. Okay. Now I have 1, 2, 4, and in flexibility they should be having different scores. So in one of them they will have 2, in another they will have 4, right? ठीक है ना? Because in flexibility 1 is not available. So in one of the cases it will be 2, in another case it will be 4. So I will write it. So 1 cannot be there in flexibility. It can either be 2 and 4. Okay, wonderful. So in flexibility 2 and 4, these scores are also gone. In flexibility, 2 and 4, these scores are also gone. Right? Now let's talk about in strength. So in strength, can I have 2 and 4 gone? So 2 यहाँ से चला गया, 4 यहाँ से चला गया. So in strength, can they have 1 each? Yes, they can have. All right. So in strength, they can have 1 each. Flexibility, they don't have 1. Agility, don't have 1. So in strength, it has to be 1. And correspondingly in agility, this one have 4 and this one will have 2. Okay. So from strength, the scores of 1 and 1 are gone. And from agility, a score of 4 and 2 are gone. Now it is very important to strike out the numbers from the table, from the data that I'm maintaining on the right hand side of the screen. Okay. Now I don't have any more information here. So this information is completely used. Okay. So now I'll have to look at the remaining numbers. So in strength, I'm left with 1, 2, 2, 4. In flexibility, I'm left with 2, 6, 8, 8. And in agility, I'm left with 2, 5, 5, 8. And I have to now mark scores of 11, 13, 14, and 15. Now, how can I make a score of 11? Wait, let's remove the other data. So remove this data, remove this data. Okay, now I want to make a score of 11. So using 1, how can I make a score of 11? So 1, it can be 2, 8. Then, okay, so since 1 is there in strength only, so I'm taking that. Okay, so 1 to 8, I can make 11. Then 1, 3, and 7 are not available. 4 and 6 are not available in other two if 1 is there in strength. Right? So there is only one way, 1 plus 2 plus 8 that I can make. 1 plus 2 plus 8 that I can make. Okay, for 11. Then if I'll use 2 from strength, okay, then remaining 9 can be made as, so there is no possible way I can make sum of 9 using flexibility and agility. Okay, so I cannot use a score of 2 in strength. Can I use a score of 4 in strength? If I use 4 in strength, then I need a 7. So yes, 7 can be made. 4 plus 2 plus 5. Okay, so 4 plus 2 plus 5 is possible. So 1 to 8, 4 to 5 is possible respectively. Now things comes respectively. 1 to 8, strength, flexibility and agility. 4 to 5 again respectively. Okay. Now a score of 13. How can I make a score of 13? So can I start with 1? If I start with 1, I will need a 12. Can I make a 12? No. 2 plus 8, 6 plus 5. No, I cannot make a 12 if I'll select 1 in strength. So strength 1 cannot be there. Let's see if strength can be 2. So if I'll put strength 2, then for the remaining 2, can I make 11? Yes, I can make 11. 6 and 5. Okay. If I'll put 4 in strength, can I make a total of 13? So I'll have to make 9. So 9 cannot be made. So there is only one possibility. There is only one possibility for a score of 13 from the remaining numbers. That means 2 in strength, 2 in strength, 6 in flexibility, and 5 in agility. Okay, so 2 in strength is gone, 6 from flexibility, and 5 from agility is gone. Okay, so 2, 6, 5 is gone. Done. All right. So I will erase 2, 6, 5 is done. Clear? Okay. Now next score of 14. अब score of 14 कैसे कैसे बन सकता है? 1 से start करके 14 बनाना है तो I need 13 more, 8 and 5. So 1, 8 and 5. Yes, it is 14. So 1 से start करके हम बना सकते हैं, 2 से start करके 2, I need 12 more, so I cannot make a 12 using flexibility and agility, so 2 cannot be there. Starting from 4, can I make a 10 from the other two numbers? Yes, 4, 2, 8 or 4, 8, 2. These are the two possibilities. Yes, they can be made. Okay. Last number 15. How can I make 15? So can I start with 1? So 1 se start kiya, so I need another 14 from the other two numbers which cannot be made. So I cannot start from 1. Can I start from 2? So if I start from 2, so I need another 13. So 8 and 5, 13. Yes, there is only one possibility. Then can I start with 4? I need 11. I cannot start with 4 because 11 cannot be made from flexibility and agility. Okay? जल्दी जल्दी check कर रहे हैं हम. So now there is one possibility only, 2, 8, 5. So I will substitute in 2, 8, 5. There is no other way in which this can be made. So 2, 8 and 5 respectively are also used from strength, flexibility and agility. Now I'm not left with a score of 5 in agility. So a total score of 11. 4 to 5 cannot be made. So only 1 to 8 can be made. Okay. So 1, 2, 8 is gone. All right. So 1, 2, 8 is gone. So I'm left with only 4, 8, 2 for a score of 14. That's it. The table is completed. So I have taken 20 minutes for this entire, probably 25 minutes because I was explaining it to you, right? You can do it in lesser amount of time. Okay. So this is a proper way of attempting this question. I hope you all have understood. Yes, yes, Shubham. So a score of 11, yes. So 1, 8, 2 भी हम ले सकते हैं. So what you can do is you can interchange between these. Okay. So there is a possibility that you can interchange between these. So 128 की जगह 182 भी consider कर सकते हैं. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Okay. So if 8 will come here, then 2 will go the other side, and similarly here they will be interchanged. All right. So this is the final table. So now if I look at the questions, they can be easily done. If Q gets the highest possible final score, if Q gets the highest possible final score, then what is her score in parameter agility? So highest possible final score 19, the score in agility will be 4. So the answer of this question will be 4. Okay. Question number 7. If Rabini, who is fit, has a final score of multiple of 3, fit final score of multiple of 3, then her score in flexibility, fit and final score a multiple of 3, that means 15, her score in flexibility is 8. So the correct answer of this question will be 8. Next, the person who scored 3 on one of the parameters belong to which of the following categories? Score of 3 in one of the parameters. Now score of 3 was unique in agility. Score of 3 was unique in agility, and this person has a total score of 16 and was categorized as very fit. So the person is very fit. The correct answer is option A. Question number 9. What is the total final score of the athletes who received the maximum possible score in one of the parameters? Maximum possible score, that means a score of 8. So we'll have to find out all these athletes and add their scores. Okay. So score of 8 kahan pe hai? Score of 8 is here. Score of 8. Score of 8. And score of 8. So there are 4 athletes. So their sum will be 11, 14, 15 and 19. So 29 and 11, 40 and 19, 59. 59 will be the final answer of this question, that is option B. What is the score in strength for the athlete who gets a score of 5 in agility? 5 in agility, I want strength. So 5 in agility. There are two people, this one and this one. Okay, their scores in strength, they both are equal. So there will be unique answer for this question, and that will be 2. So the correct answer for this question will be 2. Okay, so friends, that was the second set, which for most of us was very difficult. Yes, I do consider this one as difficult. Lakshmi saying you are making this set look easy. No, Lakshmi, that's not the case. So I'm doing it with lots of patience. Okay, and this is not my test. So in the test, obviously, it will be like I'll also be getting nervous if I'm at your place, if things are at stake, right? But what I'm trying to tell you is you need to solve all these things with a lot of patience, with a lot of calmness. Then only you'll be able to make things look easy. All right. So let's look at the upcoming sessions in this series. Okay. So these are the upcoming sessions for all of you. Tomorrow, 21st of November, I'll be coming back again with CAT 2023 Quant and DILR questions runathon. On 23rd of November, Vikrant sir will be talking about CAT 2023 VARC questions runathon. And on 24th of November, that will be the last day of this series. Gautam Bawa sir will be taking 48 hours to CAT 2023 Ultimate CAT Test Series taking strategy. So he'll be telling you, he'll be teaching you, he'll be guiding you with test taking strategy for CAT 2023. Also, do not forget to join us on 26th of November for the slot-wise detailed analysis of CAT 2023. You can follow us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much, friends. Amisha Sahu says, what should I do, sir? Amisha, I am having a problem in Venn diagram. So, Amisha, right now, please stop looking at Venn diagram. So, if you are having too much trouble with Venn diagram, or for that matter, any other topic, so just completely drop that topic. There is no need to pick up that topic or solve any questions in these last 5 days. All right. So do whatever uh, things which are your strength. So now it's time to revise. It's not the time to work on your weakness. All right. Okay, friends. So that is all from my side for the day. Have a wonderful time. All the very best for CAT examination. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock once again. Till then, have a wonderful time. Bye bye.